Who would you like to see Devin fight next?
Teofimo.
Teofimo. All right, so you heard what Mike just said.
No, nigga, I ain't call that nigga. No, that's not his fucking name. I fucked up. The name is Mr. Lopez.
Y'all heard what the champ said. They running scared.
Teofimo.
Yeah, that's what
I did not call him.
Yeah,
I call this Mr. Lopez. They trying to fucking put words in my mouth.
You said it, Mike.
No, I did not. I did not. Why you fucking with me? I'm high.
Welcome to Hotboxin with Mike Tyson. I'm Zab Judah, and I'm here with
Mike Tyson.
And I'm here with
Devin the Dream Haney.
The Drizzing.
And I'm here with
DH the Great.
Oh, we got a bunch of big time names here now. This is gonna be so interesting.
This is fun. This is fun. The champ is in the building. Wow.
To us, brother. What's going on, man?
It's good, but I'm happy to be here, you know.
What you got on the horizon? You know I called you because of the situation.
It's a lot of big fights to be made. I'm one of the ones that's calling for these top guys. I'm the ones that's calling for these fights. I don't see nobody calling for me, but I'm the main one calling for these fighters.
Well, the gentleman we had here,
Teofimo Lopez,
said he would kick your ass, and that's why I got you on the phone.
Yeah, but he just said that in the interview. But in reality, when it comes to actually putting a fight together, that's not the case at all.
Listen, if he ever did something, you would have probably knew his name. He's around here acting like he's the king of something, and he's the king of nothing. This is the best motherfucker in the world right now, and the most feared man in boxing. Similar to both what you gentlemen experience coming up. Everybody say everything, but they don't say that they want to fight, not next, but right now. He's asking for everybody right now, Mike. I mean, you got to know how this shit feels. You, Zab, both too.
100%.
Because you guys have reached the pinnacle of this sport, and everybody plays the politics. But now
I know the game. Everybody talks shit, but nobody
everybody plays the politics.
Fight.
But now with social media, you know, fighters like him are able to have companies. He's young, he owns his own company, and he's able to dictate and negotiate fights on his terms. So it's such a unique situation, him being a millennial. But the more that his career goes, you know, these are times that will define his legacy, being able to get in the fight at the right time.
Well, this is the time that, you know, I have to agree with you on it. This is the time where I see more fighters, even like Floyd. I have to give him this. They're more enterprise orientated than we were when we were fighting.
Right.
You know,
right.
so much enterprise, and they have connection now. We had connection, but we were playing games.
Right.
We were playing.
Yeah, no, you were trailblazing. You guys were all trailblazing, you know, and it's not even a blueprint; it's a green print, you know. And you said it time and time again. It was, you know, we said shout out to you, who you told Gervonta Davis to take the opportunity as a fighter to reach out to another fighter, put the lawyers together and negotiate. And from my perspective, that's the way to go.
So let's get right to it. Who do you want?
Man, it's so many of them. It's Teofimo Lopez, it's Ryan Garcia, and it's Tank Davis, and then it's me. Them is the top 4 dogs in the lightweight division and in boxing, and them is the fights to be made. Either or, whichever one. The main fight that I want is Teofimo because that's for all the belts. That'll be the real undisputed king. Ryan Garcia, that would be a huge fight, of course. Tank Davis, that would be a huge fight, of course. But I want all the belts. Right now, in the point of my career, I'm making great money, but right now I'm chasing the belts.
So, Pops, what's the hold up with these fights that's being made with
promoters?
Lopez?
Promoters are trying to extort on the side.
No, it's not, I wouldn't even say it's the promoters. I think that it's the fighters.
Well,
because
the fighters, then they should be stripped.
Exactly, I agree.
Then that goes back to the organizations who have certain loyalties or certain biasness towards certain fighters, and then allow them to. But then again, with social media and platforms like you have here, and voices like Zab, you know, that stripping shit and that not giving the fighters their just, like Mike McCallum, who was a hell of a fighter and one of our trainers, he said to me,
Mike, nobody wanted to fight Mike.
Yeah, now see, but Mike told me, don't let them do what they did to him.
Killed him.
Right?
Ruined
You
his
see?
career,
So that's why I campaign. I do as much as I can, about him. You know what I mean? Just to let people know that he is the baddest motherfucker in the world right now.
But it's at the point to where it's like fighters don't even care about the belts no more, because for example, Ryan Garcia just fought a title eliminator to fight me for the world title, and he want to go fight somebody else. He want to go a different direction. So it's like, this is the first time in history that I ever heard where two fighters, meaning Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia, fight for a title eliminator, fight to go fight for the world title, and he still don't want a shot at the world title.
I don't know what rules should be made for fighters can't avoid fighters and have to fight their mandatory. What rule has to be made?
Well, that would be the same as if when you had the opportunity to fight Burbick, and you decided to go for someone else, or Zab, when you had a top opportunity to be a world champion as a mandatory. When Devin had an opportunity to be a mandatory, it was against what was to be considered one of the best fighters in the world, and Lomachenko. Mm-hmm. And Devin stepped up to the opportunity. And unfortunately, for the people, as fans, didn't get a chance to see Devin fight Lomachenko, right? Because Lomachenko decided to opt and become a franchise champion. The people don't understand it, but it's a way of glorifying a duck. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the platforms like this, we get a chance to tell our story.
Well, all that he went through right now, would you fight, what's his name, the guy you just mentioned? Lomachenko?
Of course. I think that would have been a perfect fight for me. I've been saying that Loma is beatable. I kept saying it over and over and over and over again, and people wasn't listening. People
Pull
was
up
like,
your DMs and show them how you've been we've been DMing Loma for forever.
I
you
was,
know what I'm saying?
But even more than DMing, like, we didn't reach out plenty of times trying to make the fight happen, and he didn't want to make the fight happen. Well, that's when the WBC made up a franchise title, not even a franchise belt, a franchise title, and they elevated Loma to be the franchise champion, and that's when I fought for.
Fighters don't need no one.
Well, that's why I said pull up the DMs, because as a promoter and being one of the youngest promoters in the game, with a belt, the only thing you can do is reach out to the fighters. That's the only thing he can do as a businessman.
Only thing a fighter can promote is himself.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Other than that, he's working for somebody else.
So this is what the DM say. My first DM was January 14th.
Show Mike, he know how to read.
We in the DM.
Show him.
We in the DM. This is getting good now.
October 31st contract.
It's going down in the DM.
He will help you. I need you at all. Oh, man.
Can't lie.
You need to kick Lomachenko versus Haney. Pay-per-view, baby. I'm available.
No lying.
I heard Lopez is trying to back out of a fight. Lomo Haney would generate millions.
What else is he supposed to
Talking
do?
straight to the fighters.
The last thing he said was, "I will keep in mind."
I will keep it in mind. You know what I'm saying? So,
See, I was just a different kind of fighter. I would say something, yeah, you keep my dick in your mind. I would just humiliate their mothers and sisters. I'm just an asshole.
Yeah.
I just have no dignity when it came to fighting and fucking with somebody's head.
yeah, it's a testament. It's a testament to a fighter that, like I always say, you guys paving the way, and him growing and maturing, taking your advice with the Lomas of the world, the Teofimos of the world, and to be professional with them as much as you possibly can.
You're going to get
what
your chance to
and
fight
and
them.
make it happen. Yeah.
You're going to get your chance to fight them, but fight them with the most interest. You have this is all about you have to take care of your family. This right here is just a platform to take care of your family. That's all fighting is for.
But what I feel like is so many fights to be made out there that we need to make these fights happen now, because a couple of years down the line, it's going to be some new fighters. Exactly. There's going to be some more fighters.
But if they're not going to fight you, what I did when the guys were avoiding me, I just kept fighting, kept sharp.
Fighting. That's right.
They weren't going to do me like Sugar Ray Leonard was such a master, and he'll wait you out 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I mean? You get slow, then boom, he'll jump on you.
Unfortunately for them, Devin is younger than everybody.
Yeah, that's good too, but it's not about age, it's about desire.
Exactly.
If he still have the same desire, then he's still special.
Right.
I respect.
You know what it is, cuz too, you guys had opportunity, and you guys see me. I kind of did the same kind of thing. We went when it was time that I wanted to go get the champion. I called the champion out, but he was going left on me. I went and fought two, three guys and trashed them to make the champion look at me, to make everybody go, whoa, Zab is still here.
See, but now we got so many internet thugs and reporters that's be talking shit. So now it's like, oh, I go fight somebody. It's like I just went and fought Gamboa. Now they don't value Gamboa, but Gamboa fought Tank and had a tough fight with Tank, and I go in there and I go in there and I don't get touched. Now it's Gamboa was washed out. Gamboa was this. Gamboa was that.
Dominated.
Yeah.
So it's like,
in a way that he's never been dominated before. Respectfully, Tank had a couple black eyes. Terrence Crawford got buzzed. You know what I mean? And Champ was looking just like he's looking at the end of the fight. And you know, like you said, it's about feeding your family. So the first thing that we learned coming into it is to hit and not get hit.
Right.
That's what boxing. That's boxing.
That's defense. That's it. Boxing.
if I was to go in there and I was to go in and knock a guy out cold, but I took some punches and I took a beating in the process, I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy with that performance. If I went in there and I just boxed clean, didn't get touched, didn't get hit clean, and hit him multiple times, that's a perfect performance for me.
I've been around Devin from day one, and that's if I see Devin start getting hit back and forth and punching and slugging, that's not Devin's style. Devin ain't never hit. That's not his style. He's a clean boxer. You know what I mean? Stick to your script. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, that's this or that. Man, this got you to the top. That's why you champ of the world.
That's the name of the game.
That's it. Win. Keep winning.
It's called fighting. It'd be called. That's what it'd be called, fighting.
Right.
Yeah, fighting.
It's called fighting. It's from a slang.
Yeah.
But it's so much more than fighting.
Boxing, baby. The skill.
That's the art. That's the art.
Yeah, this is something, baby. That's what it
Skill.
is. The art.
That's why they hate you. Your skill
For sure.
Art.
Word, them skills paying the bills, man.
I watched you sparring with Shakur Stevenson. And that body, boom, boom, boom. That's what you got to do all night on them. You know, that body should come, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to do with those fast guys. Just keep on hitting them there all day.
Yeah. Devin, I love when Devin
All
be
night.
aggressive,
Boom, boom,
too.
boom,
I be
boom,
watching when Devin get aggressive.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
See, yeah. See that's what's the difference between me and these other fighters, that I could do it all. I can box, I can bang, but in the process I'm still smart. I still got ring IQ. I didn't been in there with the best of the best of the best, and I done been around the best, like you, like Zab. And so that's just what separates from these guys.
I respect that. I remember I was young. I used to like being around Ray. I used to like just being around them. Tell my friends y'all was around. I had pictures with them showing off and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you guys are heroes to the community, man, because those are times that it just gives, like Devin, we were there, and it just gives us that much more, it gave us that much more motivation just being around and seeing you guys, seeing the cars and seeing the commitment that you guys had, you know, to the sport. And when I say that, you know, people, reporters, and, you know, give shit to the fighters, but to be a fighter and to get in the ring, man, takes a hell of a commitment, man. You know, just to show up on fight fucking night. You dig what I'm saying?
You have to
on
be,
either
listen,
side, on both fucking sides.
Listen,
it's
dig.
Underrated.
And I know people
appreciate it.
privately would agree to me, but they wouldn't say it publicly. It's a form of insanity. It's a small form of insanity involved with that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go in the ring with a guy you don't even know,
Yeah.
never did nothing to you,
Yeah.
and then you want to kill him like he fucking attacked your family or something? That's called discipline.
Yes.
And that's what people don't understand. This is our art. You know, there's no emotion involved. But it causes so much emotion to people watching it.
Would you consider a genius? Like, did you consider when you were in your sport as a genius? Or is it anything that you felt genius like, or you?
I felt divine.
Divine?
Yeah, I felt I was a God from war, and God placed me here to do this and to represent Him.
I feel like that too, though.
I feel like I was designed to do this.
And I believe the reason I lost, God was jealous of me because I was getting too famous and big, and He had to put me in my place. I was a sick dude when I was fighting, man. I was really sick. Yeah. I believed in mythology and all that shit. I used that as my ammunition and my inspiration to fight.
Right.
Absolutely.
Never been beat. Word up. I've been punished. Never been beat. Not by a human.
Like they say, Jordan, when he would have games, he would try to like make up reasons to like, all right, I'm about to go for 60 because a reporter said this about me, or he would like make up reasons to go in there and play even harder.
How old are you?
22.
Whew, but listen, when you get older, you realize how fragile the human mind is, and how gentle our security is, and how insecure the human mind is. But it's so powerful; it runs the world. But it's such afraid of itself. What is it afraid of? That's what I never understood. What is the consciousness afraid of that doesn't allow it to reach its highest potential? Now, that's just like
Yeah.
But they still. That's what I mean. They're still champions. They're 22 years old and stuff, and they have it's just. I wish I was.
I'm the
22.
youngest champion since you.
How do you handle that, man?
Right.
It was just too much going on, man. 'Cause I just always wanted to be the guy from the neighborhood that nobody fucked with. Not because he could fight, but he could fight. But he was a cool nigga. He could wear his jewelry and his clothes, and nobody fucked with him. That was my journey. That's what I wanted to be. This is what happened to me.
Well, I mean,
This is what happens to me.
well, legend has it, and you've been open about it, and that's why I say just meeting you and then your story, because the legend has it is that you have all the talent in the world, and the one thing was drugs or drinking or partying or something like that. So we took that, and then with being with Floyd, and Floyd being in there, and obviously him saying he doesn't drink or smoke, and Devin rolled with that he was like, you know, you can have all the bitches, the big houses, the cars and shit, but you just stick to your craft, don't smoke or drink, and that was pretty much the blueprint or the green print from what you said, you know, from what we heard right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I see you guys, like I said, as heroes and legends, man, who've paved the way for the new guys to come along and revolutionize what you guys have
and what we
worked hard
paved the
about.
way for independent enterprise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
100%.
DHP.
Independent enterprise.
Yeah.
I feel like me being 22 years old and I got a Rolls Royce outside. I got a mansion. I got as much money as I want right now, and I could do what I want when I want, and I'm doing what I love. I'm blessed. I feel like I'm blessed.
How are you
I'm
dealing
forever
with it?
grateful.
How are you dealing with it?
I don't know. I just feel like I've been here. I seen all this coming. Like I knew that all this was gonna come. I knew I was gonna have money. I knew I was gonna have fame. I knew I was gonna have belts. I knew that this time was gonna come. So it's like, it's here. So
But listen,
it's easy.
even though you have all that, right? Only reason people pay attention to you because you're the champion.
Exactly. And that's
You
what I
see
love to
people
do.
in the street with all that stuff. People don't even care about them. That'll make them even hate them more.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
1,000%.
You're the champion. That's different.
And that's what make
That's big time different.
that's what made me work so hard to continue to stay the champ and, you know, get even more. I want all the belts. It's not only about money. It's not only about fame. You know, it's about legacy. And I want my name to live on much longer than I ever will. I want my name to be mentioned with the greats.
Undisputed.
It will be.
Undisputed.
You know,
What's up next?
that's good. That's not harder to make. It's harder to be with the good than it is with the great. You know that, right?
Like elaborate on that more.
You know, I met a lot of great people, but they weren't good. You know what that mean? They were great. Everybody bowed down, but they had good hearts. They weren't compassionate and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Wow.
Oh no, you got to get out and get it, man. You know what I'm saying? And take every day as a blessing because it's a present, you know, and work from where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. It's
work from you are, like, you know, to see you, and I say to watch you and to see you with your daughter on the tennis court and shit.
Remember, right? Yeah, you're right looking out your window.
Right. And then to see you out there, and then I was like, whoa. I was like, man, because you know you hear shit, you hear the stories and shit like that, like you all fucking partying, but
no, but listen,
it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
in the
but
morning.
listen, and no one. My wife has said, "Who's that?" I said, "His son's gonna be world champion soon."
Yes, sir.
Just like he's becoming world champion, I'm preparing her to be world champion.
Right.
Yes, sir. And that's why I
We're
said
doing the same.
That's
Yeah.
why I say the green print that you've maintained resiliency and through the whole thing, you know, and been example for your kids to be better. You know, and that's all
Listen,
you
my
can do is
kids are
prepare.
better than me now.
Right, great.
Right now, my kids are better than me. You know, because at my daughter, she's 12. I'm locked up at 12. Ain't that something? My daughter 12. I'm locked up at 12.
Right.
Wow.
And she's a smart ass at 12. Sports, have everything.
Bless you.
Yeah, I used to rob children like that. That's now I raise children like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, life is
You
crazy.
had him boxing a little bit for a while. Do you still?
No, he just was hitting the mitts and stuff.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. These guys sometimes don't understand what fighting is. Fighting is commitment. Fighting is sacrifice.
Yeah, a lot of sacrifice.
You know, how you gonna, I'm not saying it's impossible. How can you just say, you have to have it in your blood. You just want to be the best. That's why I say money's not it. Money's not going to help you become champion. The desire to be the best is.
Well, see, he had that desire.
I know. The
He had
desire.
but it was, ironically, the way we found out, or at least that I saw it, was we were on the football field, and Devin was the running back. And he's like the best running back in the league. He gets like probably 4 touchdowns or something a game, and the quarterback, his father is a coach, and and so the quarterback gets a couple touchdowns, and you know what I mean? We're supposed to go home happy. But Devin wants the ball all the time, right? He wants the ball all the
What's
time.
your sign, Devin?
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
All right, so listen, so he wanted the ball.
That's right.
he wanted the ball all the time. Now, which I knew he was competitive, right? But at the same time, when he was at school, he went to school, he was fighting, right? So he's fighting, and then now, in our community or whatever, I got to go up to the school. Man, me having to go up to the school in the middle of the day, and especially if I done blazed, right? It's fucking like,
What the hell, right?
What the hell, right? The principal, right?
Never thought about that.
Right. So the principal was looking at me like dead in my eyes, like, what's going on in the house? I said, Devin, what happened? He said, the kid was about to hit me. I said, oh, you wasn't supposed to say that right now in front of them. But you want your kid to not get hit. So you say if somebody's about to hit you, then you hit them, right?
Right.
So we left out of there.
Always throw the first punch. That's what I
He
was
threw
told.
the first punch. So yeah, that's why he was in trouble. Huh?
I said, that's a must, yeah.
Yeah, so
You heard that too. In Brownsville, throw the first
Throw the
punch.
first punch, that's a must. Yeah, you gotta. Swing first.
Get into
Don't
an
get hit
argument, you can
first.
see it's going to be a fight, throw the first punch.
Yeah.
So we left out of there, and I looked over at him. I said, "Man, you playing games, man. The kid was just talking, right?" And I said, you think you know how to just fight with everybody, so I'm gonna take you to the gym, right? Unbeknown to me, you can't just spar the first day. What is the chances I'm gonna find a kid for him to spar? Now what I know with Devin, so we take him to the gym, but it's a kid there that he's doing like some karate and but now he's doing the stand-up boxing, so he's moonlighting between the two, right? And so Devin comes in, we take him in the gym, and I whisper to the coach, and the coach looks at me like he got some fresh meat.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? A little kid, his first
That's
day.
some work for
I'm
you.
like, so they puts on a thing, and it's Derek Harmon. If you guys ever want to ask the question, Derek Harmon, former. I don't know if Derek was ever a champion. He fought
I
Roy
don't think
Jones,
I don't think
right?
he ever became champion.
Right.
He's a good, tough fighter.
He's a good, tough fighter. He was the first. He works over at Top Rank. He was Devin's first trainer that day at that particular gym. They said, yeah, we spar. I said, okay. So they laced Devin up, and the kid, I'll never forget, because the kid had on some little Velcro shoes that little kids wear, so parents don't have to tie their shoes up. Dev got on there, wow. Knocked the kid out of shoes, man. Promise you, knocked the kid out of shoes. I was like, oh, what? We left the football field.
And it's the first day. It's the first day.
I said, what the fuck? Right after, he's, now Dev wants to go do his normal shit, get some fucking, whatever. Go to the store, get a juice, get some candy, whatever.
yeah.
Right. And then Derek whispers to me, he says, the kid's a natural.
Some
I
people
said,
are just
natural.
that way. They're great fighters.
Right, he said he's a natural.
Okay, tell me this. At what age was
Few, but
Devin?
they're like that. But
At
very
what age was Devin when you knew, all right, this is it. Stop my day job, focus on my boy, because this gonna be the one right here.
Probably when we got a gym, when he got his own gym.
You got his gym.
And that was like, fuck, what? How old were you?
I don't know. Little. How old was I?
Hey, little.
How old was Dev? How old were you? You got
Yeah,
10?
probably like 10.
He was younger than that. Nope.
I probably like 10. I was probably like 10.
10? Yeah, 10.
Because he turned
Not-
pro.
yeah,
I mean, not
9,
turned
yeah.
pro. He
I
did his
remember.
amateurs first, started at Richard Steele. Yeah.
No, that wasn't my first one. My first,
That was
my
her first
first
one
one was at Richard Steele. Yeah.
His first one was at Richard Steele. Then he got a chance to host, yeah.
Well, I tell you, I remember one time we got in the car and we went to San Diego for a tournament.
Yeah.
What was it at?
Not Arizona. Arizona.
Me, you, and
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was a crazy feeling. It was me and you and Tim
Marshall.
and Marshall, and that was it. And we had to fight. Like, we came to a town where they had. It's like we fought they guys of their group. So the whole gym was against us. The whole town was looking at us like this.
Yeah.
So we standing there, I was Zab Judah, so everybody knew who I was, so it was cool. He looking like, who you got? I was like, what? I got my girl. So he about to wear something out in here. What? And he said, all right, let's go. So Devin fought this kid, like a popular kid. The kid was popular.
Yeah, nah. Hey, I still know his name to this day.
He was popular. The kid came in with a big sombrero on, and they had. I was like, all right, Devin, don't worry about none of that. Go in there, just stay good, keep boxing, and just box him. Devin was like, all right. You know, Devin had a little squeaky voice. All right, I got it. Yo, he wore this kid. Yo, the whole building was like this.
Yep.
Yo, how old is he? They kept saying, how old is he? How old? I was like, he his age, same age, man, same age. Cut that out, man.
Zab went to a lot of tournaments with me, and Zab was Zab.
I would love to do that. Well, I was bullshitting getting high. I would love to do that.
Yo,
I would love to.
Hey, it used to be crazy because
I remember when I was a kid. That's the best part of my life. Going to tournaments, wearing your jacket at your champion, your medals and your hat and stuff.
Between them, I've always seen epic moments, you know, and one of the times over at the Hit Factory when you guys sparred that time.
Yeah.
He said, cuz, he ready.
Yeah. He was young. Right? I said, you know what it was? I like the way he loved it. His enthusiasm to how he paid attention to like what was going on was different, you know, because we had other guys in there, kids in there, Tim and them, they running around doing this, doing that, playing with this, playing. But Devin was like this.
Student.
And I used to call him, because that one right there.
I tell people,
got it in, and I was like, yo, he.
I tell people to this day, nobody hit me hard as Zab to hit me.
Body shot, right?
Man, hit me with a body shot so hard. It was an uppercut to the body. I wanted to drop.
My first body shot I ever got hit with, I went down. In life, I'm talking when I first started boxing.
Yeah.
I went down.
Make no mistake about it. You know, the greats, the legends, you guys did it the right way. You know, you didn't coddle him. You didn't baby him. You know what I mean? He got to go in there and go get it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's times, of course, and even with the young fighters who look to want to get fighters to come on and help them get famous before they're famous. You know, we've been through that part, and it's better for a fighter to stay the course. You know what I mean? You know, do his program. You know what I mean? Versus trying to get people to come on board and to cheer for him. People gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I've watched Devin stay the course, and now I see that he's getting some just due. And you, just like you said before, stay being a champion.
But that's why when young fighters come and they want to spar me and they want to be around me and everything, I don't go easy on them.
Oh, you can't. No one will easy on you.
If you really want to make it to the top, you got to go through what I've been through.
Listen,
if you want to be around me, you got to go through what I've been through. You got to run.
I'm the champion. Even before I was champ, my mentor customer, he told the guys, the pros, do your best. I know he's a kid, but do your best. I spar, but like I'm fighting.
Yeah, me too.
Trying to kill
same.
you.
For that.
Now, you guys gonna say that right now on Hotboxin that because people say that you're not supposed to, and I've watched you spar many times. You know what I mean? And paying them too. You gonna pay a person? You gonna come in there?
Or you gonna night?
What's the name? Yeah, you know.
I didn't see you go.
This is my thing.
Drop a lot of niggas in the gym.
People say that's not true.
If they don't, my job is this. I'm the boss, and your job is to kick your boss ass. And if you don't kick your boss ass, you're fired.
And I got it from him.
Ain't that something? You don't kick your boss ass, you're fired. You ever have a job like that?
One thing my dad installed in me since I was a young kid was what you do in the gym is what you're gonna do in the fight.
Yeah.
So if you could be bullshitting in the gym, you be bullshitting in sparring, you want to play in sparring, you gonna go in the fight and do the same thing.
Yeah. Got to get that respect out the gate.
Fighting is only about being smart. This is a smart man game. This ain't no tough guy sport.
Right.
Tough guys go talk funny at the end of the day. This is a thinking man's game. Only a thinking man is the best in this game.
Well, out of 25 fights, I don't think he's lost a round. You know what I mean? So in terms of, and we getting paid. He happens to be out of his group, he's the highest paid in the lightweight division. But politics and the platform, like a big platform like ESPN, will create a narrative like maybe this fight shouldn't happen. But fortunately for us, we working hard, we keeping our nose to the ground, and we keep screaming for these big fights to happen.
I got one for you. What's your biggest worry with Devin? Overall, everything.
I'm talking about life.
Life. You watching everything happen. What's your biggest worry?
That's easy. Is getting caught up in somebody else's dream versus staying on his. You know, he spent so much time on his dream. You meet people that come along, and now they have a dream. You have a wife, she has a dream. You have these other friends you met, they have a dream, and the different.
Talk to him right now. Look at him. Talk to him about that.
I talk to him all the
good,
time.
Good. I like what you're saying right now. I needed somebody to tell me, when I was going through my shit.
Yeah, but he knows, right?
No, I definitely
100%.
That's why I'm focused on.
But what you have to do is validate as a champion that he don't owe nobody shit.
No.
You see what I'm saying? He don't owe that.
Listen,
He don't owe
what you did. And I did somebody. Some people feel survival guilt. You know what I mean? They say, "Why do I got all of this?" They don't understand that it's ordained by God for them to have this. They think, because it comes across easy to him. All he has to do is have fun, and all this comes to him. But he has to know it's a different energy that gave you this. People think I'm a weird dude, but you're special. You're touched.
No, I asked him, just like I'm sure that you went through and you've went through, like every other dad. I say, I look over at him, I said, hey, where did all these people come from? I said, who the fuck is he, she, all these people? Just the other day, it was, me and you.
But it's his journey, it's his test. Just like it was the prophets and all those guys' tests many years ago. He's being tested by life.
Right.
Yeah.
This is one big school. The world is one big school.
Big school.
I would hope that he, of course, would stay focused on his dream and not of the course of his dream because he's meeting people, he has money and all the stuff that he tends to want to, because he's a good person. He wants to help their dream. He wants to be a part of their dream. So now he adds people on to this thing, and I think it makes it harder. It makes it harder on you because he has something that he's been seeing for a long time, and he's starting to see it. And sometimes you'll get derailed by meeting other people and fucking doing some other shit, Mike.
Life teaches him what his parents and humans can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. He get charged up. And as soon as it happened, I said, just like you, I said, what'd you do? I saw the game to charge your ass up quick,
The game turned him out. He wants to be a champ. If something happened, he saw somebody, or you watched them. Somebody saw you, because I saw Sugar Ray Leonard and them. Somebody I seen made me want to do this shit. Well, Ali was the first one, but I saw Sugar Ray and Durant. I said, fuck, I know I want to do it now.
Hell yeah.
Who was the first person you seen in the gym that really inspired you?
Wilfredo Benitez.
I would definitely. Who would you say, Zab?
For sure, Zab. Yeah, Zab for sure.
Yeah,
because
in the gym,
Zab was somebody that I could touch, somebody that I could go talk to, that I could call anytime I wanted to. So like he inspired me a lot, and he was champ. So it was like I was able to just like see this shit before it even happened. So I was thankful, always thankful for Zab.
Another story. In 1986, one day I was hanging out, but I knew it was fall. So I thought, man, come on, my kids meet you. So I followed him in my car, and I met Zab when I was 20. How old were you back then when I was 20?
I was like 8, 6.
Yeah, I met Zab. He woke him up.
Yeah.
Was Abba there?
Yeah, that's what he talking about. He ran in the Abba.
Oh, okay.
It was like 4 in. They ran each other, and we was home sleep. And my dad came in and wake up. We get up. Come in the living room. We like, we in trouble. Something happened.
Oh, God.
And Mike was standing right there. He was like, I thought he was dreaming. It was
Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson. Oh! It was crazy. It was like,
How did that impact you? How did that impact you, though?
It's crazy. Like,
Right?
so... What? We went to the gym that day. That uses in the gym. We was doing Mike moves. We hit it. Boom. It was trying to go crazy.
Mike always has. When you came to our gym, that was just crazy because you came in there and we went off of just inspiration and motivation by that day for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just that you even just came to the gym. And this was after you were,
Yeah, I understand what Devin mean by having somebody around you that you could see and touch and talk to. It was the same way for me. When I was growing up, I had, Mike was there, I had Pernell Whitaker. I'm talking to these dudes, and like Pernell was pound for pound the best in the world. I'm like, yo, Pete, what's up with that? He telling me, yeah, do this, do that, do that. I'm like, all right, running him like, I'm a champ. He like, do this, do that. I'm like, all right. And other people looking at me like, yo, you know Pernell Whitaker? I'm like, yeah, it's my homie. Like, you know Mike Tyson? I'm like, yeah, that's big bro. He like, damn.
It's crazy because
crazy.
I remember going to fights with Zab, and the like fans mobbing him, and me thinking like, damn, like I hope one day that they gonna mob me like that. And now I go to the fights and
You can't even go outside.
yeah, like
Hey, Troy. Thank you, brother. No, I need a rag. I need like a wash rag.
Love it.
do they edit that out or do they just?
Nah, nigga, this is
Nah, baby, we rolling.
hot. I love this guy. I love the way he
They
thinks.
said, did they edit that? No, it's rolling.
Hotboxin, baby. This is my show. I do what I want. Even though there's corporation now. I thought they were going to take away my dignity once we got corporated. But this is still me doing what I want to do.
Another testament to you being a boss, man.
Yes, sir.
Trailblazing this whole cannabis shit through, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about surviving everything, Like we lost our brother. Zip should be part of the Zip. This should be Zip stuff right here.
Yeah, Zip was a bad motherfucker, wasn't he?
The best.
Right?
The best.
One of the greatest, boy.
One of the greatest. Man.
Best.
Move.
Fuck.
Zip took, you remember? Well,
Yeah.
Zip took us over there.
Yes, yeah.
Zip took care of everybody, too.
Yeah, I don't start crying.
What'd you think when Zip brought you over Mike's house?
I remember Mike told me to shadow box. He said, "Let me see what you got." right? He told me, but I was young, so I was nervous. I didn't want to shadow box just because I was nervous. I never met Mike Tyson before, so it was like, damn, Mike Tyson wants me to shadow box, and so like I just was standing there with my hands in my pockets. Mike was like, "Come on, man, shadow box. Let me see what you got," but I never did it, and I thought about it. It stuck in the back of my head, like, damn. I should have just shadow boxed. I should have just shown what I should have just shown him what I had.
Right.
But I was nervous and I was starstruck. But it's crazy that how life work out.
Oh, life, we don't even know nothing about life.
Guess what?
We don't know nothing about
We
life.
seeing you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we could play my highlights or some now you can see me on TV.
See you.
Exactly.
So Mike, I've never asked you, and then it's a two-part question with Zab, but you don't speak much about your father. You haven't your father, or when was your father in your life, or before Custom Model.
Peep game. I just finished. I'm making I finished just paying for a beautiful headstone for him. Yeah.
Oh, bless you, man.
Probably
Bless
a
you.
month ago. Yeah.
Bless you.
Good.
Bless you. Yeah.
That's the beauty in me.
Right. Then even with Zab, as you and Abba going to heights of being a world champion and everything, did it ever come a time that someone was trying to pit or come between you and Abba, and what did y'all do to stay strong through it all? Because I see you guys still always.
Out the gate, you know my father. Anybody that know my father, they know how he is. My father, he's an alpha male, and out the gate from young, upon winning Golden Gloves and doing all this stuff, he told out the gate, he said, it's always going to be separation. The higher we go, somebody going to try to flip in here and say, hey, don't worry about him. Come over here with us and do this.
Cuz used to tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's go always come between us.
Somebody-
Fuck, I said no.
That's what you learned.
Yeah, cuz used to say the same thing to me. Always worried about somebody stealing me. I think yeah. Going nowhere.
Yeah, I said my father that.
He said, we have to have a contract for this. And I said, cuz,
Yeah, that's
I ain't
right.
go, cuz he didn't understand. I didn't understand life. I said, why would somebody want me to leave you? I'm not leaving you. He said, people will offer you stuff. Cuz he wanted to buy me a Cadillac, a car. And I said, I don't want a car. I just want to be here with you to know people will give you things and take you away. I said, well, I'm not going nowhere. This is I never understood that. I said, why am I going somewhere? I'm staying here with you. But he said, I didn't understand what he was trying to do, but I understand now. He said, people's going to give you money and take you away from me. Everybody's going to take me away. Nobody's going to take me away. I didn't think I was worth anything, but he saw the future.
He seen the
Yeah.
value.
What age was 15?
When I first met Cuz,
Cuz, yeah.
12, 13.
Well, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
formidable years.
Yeah, I got him out of, as soon as I got out of jail institution, I went over, I started living with him.
Abba was different. Abba would do stuff, and then like we'd be with him and some shit pop off.
He had a family though, father, street
It was
guy.
scary though, because he would do street shit and then get back in the car and ride off like, no, this is a true
Yo.
story. This is a true
I love
story.
Alva to
Yo,
death.
listen,
Yeah.
all right, so
Street
he said his father was a motherfucker.
I swear, y'all, he would do street stuff, right? Get back in the car. We all in the car. He like, y'all know we together forever, right? That's it. That's the contract. He look at you. You know we together forever, right? You're like, yeah. So he never had to say, don't let he would just tell us people gonna try.
Right.
But y'all already know what time it is. You know we didn't got, and we just watched him come in the car.
How many brothers you got?
It's 10 of us. Like 10 of us. So, and he would tell us like, you know we together forever, baby. Right? It's us to the end of the time, right?
Listen,
we look at him like, you right?
Yeah, you know how crazy Cuss was? You're in the tournament, you're talking to somebody with I don't know, somebody else's coach or something, just watch it, say that was a great fight you had. Cuss would go over there and say, hey, excuse me, sir, do you know this kid? Why are you talking to him? Thinking everybody's going to steal me from him.
Right.
So I did the opposite because I always thought somebody was going to steal me. You know what I'm saying? And he had to be prepared. So if they stole me, then what would my king do? And you know what I mean? In my absence. So, that's the cycle of life. Is I think as a parent, you try to prepare your kids to do better than you, to take care of you, God willing, just like you took care of them. And should they don't, because you understand that, in life, it's all kind of different people. As parents, that's just what we do. That's just what you do as you choose. Once you choose to be a fucking parent.
Exactly. And that's the responsibility of a
right.
parent.
And that's why I seen you out at 5 a.m, fucking world champion, bigger than life, in the mist, rain, watching your daughter when nobody else would, motivating and talking to her, man. And I that was one other time.
I see where she's going. I'm trying to prepare her.
Prepare her, right? Exactly. And so with that, we started early, giving him what the people were going to give him anyway, because he's destined for it, and having him prepared in a way that he has the millions, but he's ready for tens of millions.
No, I see.
He's already prepared.
Yeah, I see. He's always still determined to fight.
Right, exactly. Because that wasn't part of the bargain, right? When I knew that when they said that he was a natural and he had talent and he got a chance to meet the greats and the Mike McCallums and you and Eddie Mustafas and everybody, then him being successful or being rich wasn't part of the bargain. That was the part that I was going to do. Was going to be determined that he wasn't going to get backdoored from nobody. He was going to have somebody that was going to represent him and represent his word and not the word that was compromised by whatever position the manager was in, just shooting
doing
straight.
A great job also in doing
right. Yeah. And that's one thing I can always say that I admired about you, because I watch you from day one, and you always, even though you was the top trainer, you went and got other professional opinions and stood right there and got the information. Then you moved on to another trainer and got more information. And you was never afraid to say, there's a kid over, we was living in Vegas, but he says the kid over in Philly, that's the number one, he must be the, you was like, what? Pack the car, everybody, we going to Philly to find this guy. I used to watch him. They get in the sprinters and pull up in Philly, go in the gym and, where's Leroy Jones at? We looking for Leroy Jones. Is he here? Hey, how you doing? We the same weight. We want to spar. Like I seen this and I was like, wow, man, this is amazing.
Well, the reason why I did that was obviously you were gonna get good work, but what I learned getting older was it was nobody tougher than nobody. It's no street or city that got no niggas that's tougher than no other niggas, and he had to know that. He had to know that it was a skill that he developed and crafted. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So once we went to Brooklyn or went to Newark, seen Shakur many times. Shakur had been a bad motherfucker all his life. Right. So we went and knocked on his door. We went and, of course, knocked on Gervonta Davis' door first time in Baltimore at his gym. The second time is when they sparred at Floyd's gym. You see what I'm saying? So it was about, of course, we came up to the gym, up to Abba's, and you know what I'm saying? And did our thing in New York, Him, we went to London, Right. And I'm sure like with your daughter, right? You want her to play around the biggest people, so when that moment comes that it's just another day. So fighting someone that was a top dog in the United States for Devin, that didn't mean anything, even as a kid. Because we went to knock on their door. We went to, and then, of course, got good work from all of them and got something to work on.
You're really familiar with them from sparring with them.
Right.
When I was coming up, I normally sparred with everybody that was the top guy.
Exactly, and that's why I feel like I know all the guys that's where somebody can't just come out the blue and say, oh, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that, because, nah, brother, I would know you already.
Well, give me a secret then. because everybody, what guy that you sparred that you thought was really bad, and then you knew once you did well with him in sparring, you know, you felt you was ready, or you know, it might be 2 or 3 guys, but what guy?
Who's that? I don't know. Was it Carlos De Leon? Carl the Truth Williams? A lot of I don't know.
As a young guy, how old was you when you sparred him?
I did 15.
15, yeah. What about you, cuz?
For me, boxing with Purnell and Junior Jones.
Junior was mean.
Yeah.
Did he try to hurt you in there?
Yeah, Junior tried to hurt me, man. He had a strong right hand, but he was good though. He's a Brooklyn boy. Him, Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, he was a tough guy.
Yeah,
Junior Jones was tough.
Yeah, these guys, man. You know, come out of New York. These are the guys you had to go against.
For me personally, when I saw him in the ring with you, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew you wasn't gonna coddle him.
Right,
was
yeah.
And when you came and told me, you said he ready, cuz he ready. You know what I'm saying?
Ready, yeah,
And then even in that, I don't know, because like I said, it was a compliment to Mike, who said he saw Dev when he was 16 sparring Shakur, and then because he turned pro at 17, but you had probably told me like when he was like 16 to cut him loose. Like I wouldn't turn him when you said he was ready. You know what I'm saying? I kind of still.
I remember Devin was like 11. He went to Mount Charleston. His first time to Mount Charleston.
Oh my God!
And we went running. And we was driving up. He said, "Where we going?" And then, you know, up there you can see it. I said, "Look, we're gonna end up all the way up there." He said, "How
Running?
we gonna get there? We're gonna run. Yeah, we're gonna run."
Legendary mountain.
And that's when I knew Devin was he was full. He stayed with me the whole time. He did not stop. He stayed with me. It was cold. I mean, it was cold that day too.
Yeah.
He stayed with me the whole time, all the way up. You know, I was in top shape. I was going for a championship fight.
Yeah.
I think he was fighting Amir Khan. I want to say he was fighting Amir Khan.
Yeah, and he stayed with me the whole time, man. We had a good, and that's when I looked at. I said, "Cuz he ready." I said, "He ready. He got that." Cause that run is no joke. Anybody
No, you gotta
that
get some. You gotta get some sleep.
No,
You-
Mount Charleston.
Oh, that's a monkey.
You can't just do that just after all night staying up.
It's straight up the hill.
Straight up
like,
a mountain
Like
like
you
this.
start, and it's straight up
It's
though.
straight-
You know what I'm saying?
hard,
Ain't no
hard.
fucking.
It's
you
5 miles straight up.
Straight up. Yeah.
Oh, it's the hardest
Mount
part,
Everest.
man.
And the air is thin up there. That shit's
Yes.
crazy. But
I seen
I
people pass out.
still run that run to this day when I training for all my fights. That's,
Yep.
Hey, Mickey Bass told me, he said, cuz I had to have the ambulance come and get me. He went up there one time, that run.
he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Who?
Mickey Bay when he was running Mount
Man,
Charleston.
I believe it. I have my, rest in peace, my Uncle Jimmy. He was up there. He got out. Y'all remember Jimmy? Jimmy got out and said, I'm gonna run a few miles with you. He started running. Next thing you know, he said, he's away. He said, "Yo, Uncle, what's up? You good? You good?" I was like, all right, pack it up. Let's go back down the hill. And by the time we got back down, he calmed down and he was good. But that mountain up there, the air is super thin.
Yeah.
I seen people get up there for the first time and think I'm in top shape. I could do this and do that.
Oh.
And get up
It'll hurt the best of them.
lose it, brother. And lose it. They don't know where they at. They get the gasping.
So is Miami because he just got up on Miami as being a spot to train like fucking.
that's
like,
happening
listen,
now.
now what do you guys think? He says you lose hella weight. He's like because the humidity, right? So you lose the weight good. And he says he wants this. What do you think? What do you think with you guys? Because you trained all around the world, right?
If you go to Miami, want to hang out there, you need to go to not Fort Lauderdale, but West Palm Beach and train. It's an hour away.
Well,
Yeah.
I can attest to the story because I had a similar situation
I
like
already
this.
know. I already.
I had a penthouse that I was staying in South Beach. I bought it when I had just won the title. I had a condo that I was staying down there, and my father didn't know. I kept it away from him.
Oh,
So we was training. We did our training camp in Hollywood, Florida. So every day, when he first got down there, we had the hotels and everything in Hollywood. The camp was set up in Hollywood, but I had my crib on South Beach. But I never let anybody know. You know what I'm saying? So, a couple of weeks go by now, my dad like, where you live at? I said, I live down the road far, man. I said, I'm getting tired. I gotta, that's why I got the driver and all that, He said, yeah, come on, I want to see it. I want to see what you live at. I'm like, we got a lot of stuff to do today. Listen, let's do that tomorrow, another day. He said, nah, let's do it today. So I'm like, all right. So I figured, let me take him with me. Let's detour. Let's go some sneakers in the mall. We go to the mall. We do other stuff. Kill like 2 hours. I'm like, all right, you want to go back to the hotel? He's like, nah, I want to see your house. I'm like, God damn. So we go all the way to South Beach. He see my house. Anyway, long story short, we get up to the crib. He walking around. He look. He opened the curtain. He go, damn, this is bad, champ. This is bad. I said, yeah, I say, fuck. I said, yeah, I bought the black curtain, so if I close it, look, it's black in here.
Get some good
I don't
sleep.
see nothing.
Yeah,
I
get
get
some
some good
sleep.
sleep. That outside, I don't even get distracted by it. He said, come on, champ. He said, there's no way in America you're going to be champ of the world and stay champ of the world living right here. Brother. I said, why you say that? He said, open the curtains up. He said, look, brother. It was Nikki Beach and Opium right there. You can see all the clubs. I had to get out of there. So I just tell you.
How long was you staying there?
I got away with it for about a good maybe 6 months. I got away with a good 6 months because my training camp started at the end of my end of the 5th month. Yeah. So I kind of got away with it.
I like it there because it's hot and you can
I
wait
did
easier.
too. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
That's what makes
yep.
That's what. Hey, yo.
You're gonna lose a lot of weight. Don't worry.
Hey, brother. That's what makes you the good godfather that you are with him because you always kept it real with him.
Yeah,
you know
I got to.
Yeah. And and it's a lot of. You got a lot of.
We gotta end the show because I'm getting really hot.
No. He know one thing about it is I'm always gonna keep it real with him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried it. I did it. I got up. I went running every day. I was running, but brother, it's not the run. It's not the hard run and dedication. It's the view, the environment, the lust, the temptation. As the more you run, the more it grabs you. You're like, oh my God, look at her.
See, but I take that as like
I know
motivation.
You put the hoodie on.
I take it as
your glasses.
Yeah,
you can do all that bull. I know. I heard it all, brother.
Zab, let me tell you
I heard all of it.
I take it as motivation. Like, I'm around all these. No, Zab, listen though.
Nigga.
I'm motivated. I run it down. I run it down Ocean Avenue.
We're talking to Rolls Royce. We're talking to Rolls Royce.
But you hear me out real quick. I gotta say this. I take it as motivation. Like, it make me want to run harder. When you see all these fine females and see all these nice cars, it make you run harder.
I'm so different. I don't want to do this shit. When I see that. That's some people do that. When I see this, that takes a fuck. Don't
harder to run.
Stick with him.
Get rid of this run. I change my clothes and get outside.
That's just crazy.
Champ is getting hot, yo.
Next time we're gonna bring you some more strand. We got Beverly Hills Exotics coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, time. Now, what are you talking about now?
We're talking about some good shit to smoke on.
So I didn't smoke. I'm not smoking because I got the champ here.
Champ got a few businesses too though that he could plug though. He got Weedy.
Go ahead, man.
BDM CBD.
Shit, nigga.
That's my CBD company. Dream World Transportation. That's my transportation company. We working on.
What you transferring, motherfucker?
I transport cars. Nice. But we can transport anything now.
Nice. I feel beautiful. It's still nice.
I just transported my my Rolls Royce here right now. So
yeah. That's what I used to do with my Tigers and shit. I always I bought a truck for them. I just got a monkey, Travel.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you want a monkey? They gonna beat you. But they say something about a tiger.
That's not about
It's all about the energy. It's all about energy. I was lucky. I had the right cat. The other cat bit me. My lion bit me. He didn't like me. But
I don't know if his monkey didn't been like with some like his former people was white or something because he got different energy. You know what I mean? He already got like an attitude, right? So I come and I know I'm a smooth guy. I just try to come with it. That motherfucker said, I said no. Yeah. I said no. Yeah.
So he don't like when you He don't like when you be moving too fast around him. He like to just you gotta be.
He mess with Champ.
You gotta work your way.
He don't mess with nobody else.
They only have one.
Yeah, you just gotta work your way. You gotta give him.
That's how tigers are too. It's one person, really.
Yeah. I thought I was just gonna rub his head or some shit like that, and he wasn't. He wasn't having it.
What kind of monkey? How?
It's a capuchin.
How big is it?
He's 2, and he's probably like this big.
Oh, it's a hell raider. They're talking a lot of noise. They make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I was in my closet the other day, and all I hear is screaming like ah. But I'm thinking it sounds like a human.
What does it eat?
Watermelon, a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Really?
But his favorite is like watermelon. He eat a lot of watermelon.
Really? How does his teeth look? He has fangs?
Yeah, he got fangs. See, he knows.
Capable of eating meat? Does he eat meat? Does he eat other monkeys? Some monkeys eat other monkeys.
Nah, he don't eat monkeys, but he eat like insects and.
So dig, right?
You start feeding that motherfucker meat, I'm not coming over there. For real, that motherfucker.
Yeah, they're different.
another
I saw one. I saw a
monkey.
monkey. I don't know the name, but I saw a monkey grab another monkey, broke his arm off, and gave it to the other mate. Then they start eating him. What the thing is, right? Eating him while he's alive. They start eating him. It's a nasty.
Hey, Mike, before you guys leave, who do you want to see? Who would you like to see Devin fight next, or not even next? Let's say now. Who would
Well, I'd
you
like to
him
see
fight
him
now?
see Shakur Stevenson.
Well, he's at 130. So next,
Yeah.
next,
right.
next, who it is?
Teofimo.
Teofimo.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's you.
Yeah, that's right.
Teofimo.
Teofimo. All right, so you heard what Mike just said.
No, nigga, I ain't call nigga.
Teofimo.
No, that's not his fucking name. I fucked up. The name is Mr. Lopez. Come on, man. Be nice on this show. God
Come on
damn.
down. Not get away. But now what about Ryan Garcia as a mandatory? If Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis don't make that big fight happen, should Ryan Garcia fight Devin Haney?
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think a bigger fight is him and Tank.
So let me ask you this then: if you was Ryan Garcia,
Tank fighting next.
Hey,
He said he's fighting Garcia next.
no, but if you was Ryan Garcia, would you fight Devin Haney or would you fight Tank?
I fight Tank. Cause I don't want to get chance watched and get beat.
Yeah.
Chance
because-
I might get beat with this guy. I'm not gonna fight him.
See, he gonna look at this like from the last fight, even right before Devontae knocked out the last guy he was fighting.
He took punishment.
He was getting outboxed. He was getting boxed. You know what I'm saying? It took him a minute to get inside to catch the right shot to get him. You know what I'm saying? He was getting outboxed. So Ryan Garcia look at it. Why fight a boxer? Devin Haney's a boxer. He's a clean, but he gonna put on a hard, smart fight for you. He figured maybe with Tank he could get lucky and outbox him for 10 to 12 rounds, whatever. You know what I mean? Which makes it an easier fight. That's what I would look at. I would look at, all right, why would I fight Devin? Devin gonna box, move around.
So
Let me
y'all
get
heard what he
Tank.
said. Y'all heard what the champ said. They running scared, and that's what they doing.
All right.
Teofimo.
That's what
I did not call him.
Teofimo.
I
they
call
running
this
scared.
Mr. Lopez. They trying to fucking put words in my mouth.
No,
You know.
you said it, Mike.
No, I did not. I did not. Why you fucking with me? I'm high.
They know. I like the Brooklyn boy, but it's family over everything.
I know, that's what I was
Right,
telling
Hey, listen, no.
I was telling Lopez
Make no
father that
mistake
way.
about it.
Everything.
Make
I
no
was saying
mistake about
Danny,
it.
he's
Listen,
like my nephew, man.
No,
Not
but
that I
make no
like him,
mistake
man.
about it is, you two dudes ain't nothing to play with. And you're a historian in boxing, and you're a historian. Y'all don't fuck around. Y'all not going to be on here with him and telling him no bullshit. That's why I say that I respect totally about y'all.
Oh, no,
and you
he
know
not-
off the record,
yeah.
you know off the record, he's the baddest motherfucker in the business
I've
right
been
now.
warning these motherfuckers. How long now, Devin? I've been warning them. I've been warning them so long. As
long as I've been warning
When
them.
he was amateur, I just be
Right.
like, get ready. Y'all better get ready. Somebody's coming. He's coming. You know, people always say, what is this kid Devin Haney you keep talking about? I said, watch.
I tell my wife, I said, baby, don't you remember that kid, not that little kid? He's world champion now.
Champ of
She
the
said,
world.
Really?
Right. That just undermines everything Bob Arum has said about Devin, no one knowing who Devin is, and him being as 10 other lightweights is better than him, and him needing a bigger fight or bigger profile. And I'm saying, Bob, my people, we got fans. We got people that's gonna buy it, and we also got haters that wants to come and watch Devin.
I
So-
like Mr. Aaron, but you're talking to a promoter.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's his
Absolutely.
job. His job
Well,
is to
we
make
got to
the
let the world know that part because Devin's a promoter already. He's a promoter as well, but I think he's a promoter that's more transparent than the other promoters because he's a bad motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying, Mike? If a
have to,
motherfucker wasn't that good, maybe he would play the politics that the other fighters is playing.
Well, you have to understand the job of a promoter. Well, the past promoters. The past promoters, these are whores. No, these are pimps. And they're taking the bad advantage of the product because the product doesn't know how expensive it is, doesn't know its value. So they milk the value out of it until one day, and sometimes it never happens, he might wake up.
See, that's the difference between me and a lot of other fighters is I knew my value, and that's why I didn't let no one just try to buy me out or, try to, take everything that I stood for and everything that I believed in. I became my own promoter.
He was on Showbox. He's a Showbox alum. Shout out to Showbox. They did. That's that platform that you go to as a gladiator that you willing to fight anybody and everybody. as a young fighter.
ESPN was ESPN was for my time, right?
Yeah,
Friday night
fights, yeah.
Tuesday night fights.
Tuesday night fights for yours.
Tuesday
So
night fights.
it was Showbox. Devin went on Showbox as a promoter coming from Mexico, where he had ran up like 17 fights or whatever, and then had all
12,
the experience.
12.
12 fights.
Yeah.
Okay, and then went to Showbox.
Now you the man.
Yes,
No, I think you did. Was it 12?
No,
No, it was
12.
17.
12.
12?
That's why I love Pop. He's a proud Pop. You're like, what? My boy is.
Yeah.
How does that feel though, Pop? Like, how
It
does it feel?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
And
train.
Mike asked me, was it exciting? Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
me and my wife always
Transition
said,
is
like,
dope, man.
Yeah.
You know, me and my wife always say, Zip was here. We have all the pimps, hustlers, and players. They be drinking at my daughter's match, getting other people intimidated. Oh, God.
Zip came with a different energy.
Oh, he don't give a fuck.
Different energy.
I love him so
Bring
much.
excitement to Hollywood.
Miss this man. I wanted him to see the success. He deserves to be. Fuck.
Yeah. He watching, homie. Yeah, he was talking about Dev too. He said,
Yeah.
sure. He said, I know.
Mm.
I know.
The legend,
Tell
boy.
him, yeah. No joke, man.
So is it some kind of New York thing that if you're from New York, you just got to ride with New York, though?
No,
I mean,
no.
Is it, I mean, I know it's a Brooklyn thing like that. Or,
Well, that's
what
different.
is it? No, that's different.
You say New York, you say
a
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Nah, it's different.
So-
now.
It's
Give it to
just
me
that-
real now, Mike.
It's just that we understand, especially if it's a different kind of New Yorker but we understand the pain. You know,
Yeah.
zip, ooh, yeah, beautiful man.
Feel you, champ. Yeah. Like, coming from these different zones, like, we came out of Brownsville. In that area, it's a whole different type of energy.
Yeah,
It's different from the energy that's
Then Harlem with Zip. Because
There you
Zip,
go.
Zip is smooth like
Like,
Harlem.
Harlem-
That's why all the Brooklyn guys go to Harlem.
Go to Harlem. We always on
smooth.
Harlem. I ain't gonna lie. All the
Smooth.
Harlem homies say, Zab was up here with us.
so that shit, Brooklyn niggas take it, Harlem niggas make it. Is that some
No,
real
it's
shit?
just that
they
Harlem
say?
guys is not
They're not confrontational.
not the majority of them not as confident. Nigga, where you from, nigga?
Yeah, they not
Harlem's like this. Where you from, brother?
Yeah, they smooth. They always
Good
fresh.
people.
They always
Brown,
fresh.
You Browns and
Yeah.
you're straight. You come from Harlem, let's rob this nigga. They set you up to want to rob. him.
Yeah.
Unless you Zip, you know what I mean? Zip, everybody loves Zip.
Everybody loves
Oh.
Zip. Coming from where we came from, we didn't have a lot. So when we see those guys with the fly shit and the jewelry and all that's food. That's
I'm a
straight food
JC.
for us.
They bring that shit out, man. Don't have that shit in the house. It's no good. Bring that shit out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was food.
Only very few people
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. I always wanted to be that when I was a little kid. I remember I had the Robin Hood hat, and a guy who became my friend, he died now, but he just took my hat and punched me in my face. And I said, "Wow, what was that about?" And all my life, my brother became a brain surgeon and stuff. I became a street nigga. Ain't that something? It's got that life just suck you, and it's just like being someone that's a young guy, that's upcoming fighter. You just want to be in that life.
Life.
I don't know how to even explain it. Then once I got locked up, I went to Spa for New. I saw all the people from my neighborhood and my block in here who I thought disappeared or moved somewhere. They were all locked up. It was like being home locked up to me.
It made jail feel
I've been
cool.
locked up so much when I was a kid because it was all my friends was there. No one was gonna kill me or nothing. It was just, I don't know.
So that bullshit about boxing, the boxing business is worse than the streets. The boxing business is worse than the streets.
It used to be.
It used
Not
to.
anymore.
Not now.
Fighters are so much more enterprisal
Smarter.
than we were. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Look at Devin.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
21 years old, 22 years
22.
old, and rolling.
22 years old, my ego just sucked and absorbed me. I couldn't even make the right decision. I think my conscience was my dick at 22.
Brother, when you came over there to the gym and you said fighters are prostitutes and you said it in Las Vegas, I said, oh, shit. I said, Devin, did you hear what the fuck he said? I said, and see, things like that you don't understand. We hang on to them, you know, and people around the world, we hang on to your words, man, because you mean so much to us.
'Cause you
in
know
the
what?
community, brother.
The guy comes from our community. We think we're going to a guy that's going to, you know, do the right thing. So we go to the best deal until we realize, because we don't know our worth, until we realize
You know who we are.
we are the deal.
That's right.
You know,
All the
why
hard
we gotta
work.
go for the best that we are the deal. The best. Everybody should be coming to me.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I was
Later.
when I was explaining that to Mr. Garcia, Ryan, he didn't want to look at it. He didn't want to confront the fact that he should be proud that he bought his mother a house. Those are the things that a fighter should be proud of. Not that they're great fighters. That's not gonna last forever. He's not gonna be a fighter for too long.
Right.
You know, it's about, this is a platform. Now you have this platform. Now you have to take advantage of it.
Most definitely.
The platform, that's all fighting is for, is a platform to the next level of life.
Having fame and fortune now, what's one of the biggest things you bought to this day that make you the happiest? That makes you the happiest when you
Ooh,
look
that
at
make me the happiest. I done bought a lot of shit. I'm gonna be honest. That make me the happiest. That's a good question. I don't know. I didn't bought a lot. Bought a lot of stuff for other people. It just make me happy to even have it to give. You know, have it to buy stuff. Have it to be able to buy other people's stuff. I can't pinpoint on one thing that made me the happiest, but I bought a lot of stuff that make me happy.
Yeah, I know.
Happiness,
That's what I want to know. Like,
Happiness is
what
not,
makes you the
happiness
happiest?
is not,
Right.
happiness is in the moment. Life is in the moment.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
that's
Everything's in
that's
the
good.
moment.
And then when you look at it from him, and I'm watching, and I'm seeing to what makes him happy, and when you identify with one thing, then it's over with, you know. And then it's like, okay, a car makes you happy, or a house makes you happy,
Yeah.
right? Then it's over with. Your happiness is over with when you got the car. But for him to say that a lot of things make him happy, and it's not one thing, and he's just happy, and he's happy to have it to give. I mean, I think that's
Not
that's a
meaning
great
happy
answer.
like to have a gift. Like when you see it, you like, wow, I'm happy that I did that. Happy that I got that gift for whatever's for you. Like, wow, look, I did that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I didn't mean like
Yeah, no, I
personal
know what you-
gift. Yeah,
I know exactly what you meant. But like I said, it's just
it's a lot. I know. Yeah, it's
I
a
buy a
lot.
lot, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Most important, I'm happy that I have it to be able to buy stuff, to be able to give, to be able to give back to my people, or my people can rely on me and believe in me that if they need something, or if they had a rainy day or something like that, then they could come to me, and I know that I'll have it for them.
Dope. I was in the Dior store and I was trying to buy a shirt or something, right? So I'm talking to the lady. She's like, yeah. Oh, let me see that shirt right there. I'm like, oh, that shirt is nice. Oh, Devin got that. Like, let me see those pants. Yeah, Devin got that.
The fucking pirate, you got a pirate or something?
Yeah.
Hey, but you,
The girl in the store, she said, he got everything in the Dior store. I said, oh, that's crazy.
Hey, but you know what though, Mike and Zab, we definitely need to let parents and kids that do grow up, that didn't grow up, let's say like you or like me, that grew up with an opportunity to chase their dreams, that they don't lose focus, fucking around with them knuckleheads that don't have fathers in the house, that don't have mothers in the house, that don't have people that really care for them, and they listen to the streets, that bullshit in the streets, that little, be down with me for a minute turns into a whole lifetime.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I was nothing until I saw Muhammad Ali in Sparford. I said, fuck. At 11 or 12, fucking blew my mind.
Right.
Muhammad Ali, what?
Smart.
He's in jail.
Oh, okay.
Jail, children's jail.
Oh, you were in the children's jail.
And he just came to visit us.
Oh, Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
I mean, Muhammad
Muhammad Ali. Blew my mind. Homicide was there too. Homicide was there. We were all kids. 78.
I was what, 1 year old? No, I wasn't born yet.
78.
I was born in next year. Crazy. Wow.
I saw a picture with you and Floyd when he was young. When you came to Vegas, what age was he, and when did you notice that he was like
Floyd?
bad motherfucker?
Special,
When did you know that he was special?
He always had confidence. He has always had confidence. But one day I was in, maybe it was Cleveland. I was at the National Golden Gloves, the National Championships, whatever. And he said, Mr. Tyson, he was very humble. Mr. Tyson, will you please watch me fight? And he really looked real good. I just knew him from his uncle and his father and stuff. And his grandfather cut my hair once in Hudson, New York.
You knew right then that he was going to be.
No, I knew his family before I knew he even existed.
Oh, okay.
I knew his uncle and his
But the first time you
grandfather.
saw him, did you know that he was going to be great?
I saw him fight professionally.
An amateur, as an amateur.
I only saw him fight that time, the Nationals, and he won. But as a professional, his Uncle Roger kept saying, hey, man, this guy's better than me. He's clocking me. That's just how he stays in the gym, you know?
That reminds me of me because
He just stays in, even when he's not, he's in the gym right now. What time? He's in the gym.
Yeah.
Even if he's not training, he's his whole life is styled in the gym. If they got homeboys, they got girls, their party is in the gym. He has everything. The gym is our life. Whatever he do, those 4 circles are there. It's involved with his mentality.
You ever
his
seen
thought.
somebody that's been in the gym and it didn't work out for him? Somebody
Yeah.
that had the gym that just
gym rats.
Yeah,
it
but
didn't work. What was the reason why it didn't then? Who was the person? Why it didn't work?
because he was meant to teach people.
Deep.
Everyone have different roles.
He's not nothing.
Right.
Nobody's nothing. They just don't know what they're supposed to do yet.
That's deep.
Devin Haney,
Yeah.
Sir, thank y'all for
Bill
having me.
Haney.
See, he's very humble and kind and nice, and and giving, and that's the sign of a killer in boxing. He's very kind and you know what I mean. It's the
What else would he
the
pay
way
me
of
for?
anything.
Now you heard what he said. T-Ho, come on out the woodwork, and let's make a real.
Mr. Lopez, these niggas ain't gonna give you a fucking
undisputed world champion. That's what we need to do. And Ryan Garcia, you come out the bushes. You come out the bushes and you do what Mike Tyson did and you do what Zab Judah did. They seized the opportunity when they was mandatories. You knock it off now. You said you the king, and we in L.A. right now.
There you have it here on Hotboxin. I'm Zab Judah.
Bill Haney, trainer, father to the #1 fighter in the whole world, Devin Haney.
The #1 fighter in the world, Devin the Dream Haney.
And I'm Mike Tyson, and I didn't say nothing bad to Mr. Teofimo Lopez.
Knock it off.
Teofimo.
He said, T-Ho, come on out that woodwork. Now, we're going to play it back, and we're going to run it back 5 or 10 million times for you. Don't worry about it. Mike, you have been a blessing. You are a God. You are a God to us. And he said, T-Ho, come on
I
out
didn't
the woodwork.
say T-Ho.
And Ryan Garcia, you heard what he said. Tank Davis. Now, what do you think about Tank? Should we make, well, you said Tank needs to talk to make the fighter. Should Tank talk to Devin and then make it happen? Or is that a fight you want to see?
Well, listen, I would like to see, I like to see Devin fight all those guys.
All of them. Yeah.
I like to see him fight all. I like to see him fight Stevenson, but Stevenson's too low, right? In weight.
Yeah. Shakur too little right now.
Well, see, when you talk about Stevenson, now you want the whole world to vibrate. When Devin Haney and Shakur Stevens is going to be the biggest event
I just
the world
want
has
Shakur
seen.
to be in
But
there.
right
I
now
know.
is what I asked you.
This
Son.
is gonna be
right now,
good.
I'm saying, well, now we're talking about the future, but can we say now? Because we tired of talking about next. We confused.
Well, you should just say who wants to fight me. You should just say who wants to fight me. Right now, say who wants to fight me. Because you got hundreds of millions.
Who want to fight the #1 fighter in the world at 135 pounds? We waiting.
Devin.
We waiting.
The Dream Haney.
Tell him this. So you're the greatest fighter God ever created. Man.
I'm the greatest fighter God ever created.
Ooh.
You heard how hard that
Y'all
ever
see.
was?
They'll see. Real soon. The world will know.
That's it, baby.
Thank you, brother.